nothing really matters in the end. So why stress?
Stress away my days. I know the pipe dreams will cure my pain. I know that some things are just a phase, but I feel the caffeine, it moves in waves. Coffee mug, sip of love, a warm touch. Stressful days that blow away with cold fronts. Nothing really matters in the end. In the end.
If you need a change, live your solo life like this, completely at peace. Life as a solo can be hard, but that's completely up to you. Some wipes are sweaty, and others are chill. This wipe, I wanted to live as carefree as possible, tucked away in the woods by a river in my small cabin. Wipes like this are ones that I never forget, because it reminds me of how easy solo rust can be. And when night eventually comes, I light up my base with embers and flames, and while the world sleeps around me, I sit comfortably on my sofa, watching and listening to the flames. And as I sit, I wonder what my next wipe would be like. Not every wipe is as chill as this. For now, I rest, but tomorrow, I fight. But for now, I'll cook my food and grow my berries and look up to the stars to admire their beauty. A constellation unlike any other. The sight of the never-ending sky. So humbling. If you can hear me, I hope you're taking this in, and I hope you feel the same way, because rust wipes are far too short for stress. While I was out, on my way to farm some barrels, this happened. I knew that if I didn't fire first, he would get the upper hand. And after I knocked him, I noticed he didn't have much, so I attempted to bring him back up on his feet. But before I could, he was gone. with shots going off in the distance. I sink into the water beneath my boat to collect some fresh water for my berries. Safe inside my base, I have everything I need. Now, I'm no expert when it comes to growing berries, but I wanted to give it my best shot. And the berries were growing, adding a little extra comfort to my base, beautiful colors to brighten my solo life. After a long day of farming barrels, I settled into my cabin for the night, and as I rested, I reflected on the early days of me playing Rust, and I've realized that not much has changed at all. I'm the same person, the same player, the same mind, the same heart, the same attitude. Nothing has changed. Back in the day, my favorite thing about Rust was the fact that I could disappear in the crowd, pick a far corner of the map, and build something comfortable to spend my time in. That was then, and this is now. As you can see, nothing has changed. Now, with 4 planter boxes, the trial and error of growing berries has begun. Checking on my berries became an obsession. Watching them grow and harvesting them was truly satisfying. And so I sat there through the night with my torch burning, watching the sky change and my berries grow. My neighborhood had finally calmed down, and I was no longer afraid to sit outside, vulnerable. The peace that I found next to this river is unlike anything I've ever experienced before. Finally, something good. After finally getting some decent seeds, I decided to collect everything that I had that was worth recycling, fueling up the boat, and heading to the fishing village. The air was cold and fresh that night as the moon hung high in the sky. The waters were clear as I tore through the ocean, attempting to make it back home before the sun came up. And as the tint of pink began to cover the land as the sun was rising, I made my way up the river, finally home, safe, with my loot. What a beautiful day it was as I began to open my shutters to let the sunlight in. Today felt different. The scene from my balcony was picture perfect, and with that thought in mind, I began to hang up picture frames. It was time to capture the beauty of this wipe in images I could hang on my walls. But first, I needed to write out a reminder for all solos, including myself. After I was done decorating my walls, I decided to spawn over at my initial starter base in the desert to see how it was doing, but more importantly, to say my goodbyes. This could have been my home, but it just wasn't right, this wipe. And as I stood there, at the edge of the cliff, the ocean called to me, an idea for a future wipe that I must turn into reality. You might be wondering why I removed the locks from my doors. Allow me to explain. If you find this note and you're a solo, know this. My home is your home. I've left the doors unlocked. Care for the garden, and it will care for you. As for me, I've followed the river's current, and washed into the ocean. Be kind to yourself and remember not to take your life too seriously. Stay chill, dreamer. And that's when I took the note and I left it in the mailbox for the next solo. And then I washed away with the current of the river into the ocean. Thank you so much for watching. And a special thanks to my YouTube members. We've reached the end of this journey, but that can only mean that a new journey is on the horizon. I'll see you all in the comment section down below. A brand new journey begins. See you there. You've been watching an Orange Dream production.